Testing. Welcome to AFRL Season 1 Pre-Season. The rebrand of VFO as we join Spark on his outlap. Let's put this on. Nope. That one. Yellow flags in Sector 2, that's the red ball of Ruddo Shelm. Coming into the final sector now. This rebrand is now equal cars, so a lot of new drivers will be able to win races. This is Bass coming down the back straight. Number 73 on the medium tyres. And Icon is the first one to go on a flying lap with this practice session. Spark just behind him. Most of the drivers now out on track for their first few laps, and it looks like Bass, who has spun on the either spun or got caught on the exit of the last corner, so now he's binned his lap and is now doing a practice start. Let's join this little battle here. Spark and Joan. Icon setting a fastest lap at 1:38.796. All the lap times are starting to come in now. Jones second is a 1:39.769, so a whole second slower. Noisy a 1:40.2, Spark a 1:40.506. Chris a 1:41.391 and Gulag a 1:42.216. Yellow flag in sector 1 and 2, that is Chris. Let's see if we can go on board with him. He's recovered. Here he is, coming into turns 7 and 8. As Bass comes across the line, He'll set a 151.087. Let's see if we can get the best tyres. Most of the people on hard tyres starting this pre-season. Joe Animator 137.998 on the hard tyres, and that is Joe Animator and Icon battling into turn 7. Fighting for track position, weaving to stop the toe. Big lock up there from Icon. Just behind them is Noisy and Spark, who are Noisy and Rado, who are quite close together. Spark setting a middle second sector. The purple middle sector. Bass with a 137.833, the fastest lap of this practice session. As Chris and Noble are in the pits. And Spark has gone onto the curb. Oh, and that is... who is that? That's Joe Animator. Spun into the pits. I'm not sure if damage is on or not, but that could have really messed up his car. Damage is on. I've just seen Icon with no front end plate. It's quite congested here, turn 7, with Icon, Spark and Noisy. Bit of a lock up there. Everyone's still fastest lap mostly on the hard tyres. Being Abu Dhabi, the mediums and the hards are the tyres to go for. Bass setting a 137.380 now, picking up the pace in the medium tyres. 3 laps old. Yellow flags, that is Icon, I believe. Yes. With an even more damaged front wing. And he's in the pits. A lot of the drivers now coming into the pits. Here's Noble, still hasn't set a lap time, as well as Triple Toe Mama, who hasn't set a lap time. I think he's just joined though, so that I can excuse him for that. Noisy sets a 137.092 on the 4 lap old hards. Noble getting the tow from Frey. We're on board with Rado. TCGA Noisy, a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Rado. So the battle we've just left. And he's in the pits. Teammates collide, both of them into the pits. Number 73 Bas going into Sector 3 now. Noble, a 136.967 on a super fresh medium compound tyre. As Bas sets the third sector fastest time. Frey's coming to the pits with a broken front wing. Still quite a lot of people in the pits. Just a bit over half an hour to go in this practice session. Quite a lot more cars are coming out now. Still on board with Joe Animator, a middle for purple sector. But as it stands, Noble still has the fastest lap. Number 22, Icon. Yellow flag in sector 1, that would be Spark. Looks like he would have spun out of turn 1. The Williams car. Number 2. Ferraris right now, 4th and 5th, both on medium tyres. They've set their fastest lap. Gulag, medium tyres. What happened to him? Noble, 136.3 in the Alfa Romeo, super fresh medium tyres. Only Triple Toe Mama in the pit still. Joanna's going into the pits. Bar still on the set of medium tyres, but probably about half life right now. Animator coming out the pits. Frey 137.392 is the latest fastest lap. 1 lap holds mediums, goes into 5th. Icon 5 lap old medium tyres, a 136.324, only 200ths slower than Noble. And Chris a 138.966, still on hard tyres, pushes down Gulag and Spark up 1 place. Noble's retired from the session. He would have crashed out. Can't see him from Icon's car. See if we can see him here. There he is. Triple Toe Mama looks like he's about to set his first lap. The number 3 car, a 143.191. Noisy sets a fastest lap of the session, a 135.431. as Mashiro has just joined us. Sector 1 and 2, Triple Toe Mama has retired from the session. Oh, look at that. Frey at 136.897, I think he's moved up a few places. Gulag now on the soft tyres, while everyone else is mostly on hards. Gulag sets the one for 1:37.450 as his fastest flying lap. Not much change, none in fact. As I say that, Bas goes second fastest on the fresh set of soft compound tyres, a 1:36.242. Frey sets a 1:36.286 on a 4-lap old medium compound tyre. Frey's retired from the session. We'll go on board with the Red Bulls to try and find out how. Almost exactly the same place Triple Toe Mama did, as there is now 4 retirements early on in the practice session. Invalidated lap 4 unknown icon for corner cutting. Both Ferraris getting close to each other. This is Icon. Number 22. Show Animator coming through the S section into sector 3. Lots of drivers now back into the pits. As well as those that have retired. There's Chris still on the hard compound tyres on his outlap. And Mashiro, a fastest first sector. Let's go on board with him for the rest of the lap to see what kind of lap he can do. Number 99. Through the DRS straight, into the X section, into sector 3. Little lock up on the front left. Fast right-hander into another fast right-hander, into a slow right-hander. Through the hotel. Final 2 corners. He sets a 1:35.037. It's like he knew we were watching him. Yellow flags in sector 3, that is the racing point of Joe Animator. If we can get another camera angle on there. Does he still have a front wing? I think so. I think he's just spun on the exit. There's Gulag hopping over the curb, going into the DRS straight, the second DRS straight. Chris going across the line. Not improving on his time though. Spark into the pits. 17 minutes left in the practice session. As Mashiro goes for the second flying lap, comes to the final turn, crosses the line, doesn't improve. Invalidated that for Joe Animator. And into the pits. Bass and Gulag still the only drivers to make it onto the soft compound tyres so far. Bass really pushing for it here. He's tried to improve a lot. It's a 1:36.242 still though. Yellow flags in sector 2, that would have been the AlphaTauri of Gulag. Red Bull here, going under hotel. It's 22, I think it was, or 23. 22, that is Noisy. Does he set a fastest lap? No, he doesn't. Rado has retired from the session. I don't know if that's new or not. That's not new. But Spark has spun in sector 3. Three drivers going down the back straight now. Ashiro, Noisy, and Joe Animator. Noisy gaining on Joe Animator a lot here. Joe Animator letting him through. top three are separated by just under 9/10 of a second, so not that close, but still close when you look at the rest of the grid. Icon now on the soft tyres. Same with Gulag. Spark on the medium tyres still. Mashiro on the medium tyres. He's going to cross the line. No improvement, no. Noisy though. No improvement. Joe Elevator has spun again. Unknown Icon, a 134.235 on a fresh set of soft tyres. And that would be Bass, making those yellow flags come out. Animator going through turn 1. Kept it within the track limits. Yellow flag, that is Gulag. On board with us now. Invalidated lap. Spark coming into the pits. Invalidated lap for Icon, just cuts the corner completely. I'm guessing he's going to go into the pits. Here is Mashiro. No improvements as of yet for anyone. Mashiro's next across the line though. Can he improve on his time? No, he's going into the pits. Noisy coming across the line. No improvement still. Can Chris improve on that? Yes, he does. Medium tyres look like the way to go right now. As Bass sets a 1:33.926 on them. Chris also goes faster than his previous hard tyre lap time by a whole second. 1:35.586. Joe Animator 1:35.284, knocking Noisy down to 5th. Still the Red Bull. If I can find him, yep, here he is. Noisy. Needs to get a fast entry and exit through most of these corners if he wants to get into the top 4 right now. No rush yet though. Looks quite fast. Oh, he's gone into the pits. Chris has an invalidated lap. Yellow flags for Chris. Letting the other drivers through. Both Joanimator and Bast coming into the pits. And Icon coming out of the pits as his teammate comes in. Mishiro being held up, it seems, by Spark. Who is on the outlap, so if Mishiro can get to within about 2/10 of Spark right now. Doesn't look like he will though, he looks like he's backing off a lot. Trying to create the gap to go for another flying lap. Already an invalidated lap for Icon, just coming out of the pits. It's only Spark and Mishiro going for a full flying lap right now. We'll go on board with Spark. DRS flaps open. A cluster of cars there coming through turn 7. This is the cluster. It's Bass, Noisy and Joanimator. Turn 8. Noisy cuts the corner completely. Bit of a wheel spin there and a bit of a corner cut by Spark. Both drivers going neck and neck now. Noisy slowing down a bit more, and Mishiro has spun into the final corner. Coming out of the last corner, turn 15 I believe that is. And into the pits he comes. 5.5 minutes left of the practice session. They need to start putting on the soft compound tyres if they want to get any faster. Icon with another invalidated lap. Joanimator on a flying lap on the soft compound tyres. Going through turn 2 and 3 and 4. Mishiro still in the pits, Icon into the pits. Big lock up from Noisy there. Chris coming out. Number 71. Coming out of turn 7. Still not much change though. With 4 minutes left in the session. I believe that is Bas who's coming round the final 2 corners, and he's going into the pits on the soft compound tyres, leaving the door wide open for Noisy. Second only though, a 1:34.012. That is just under a tenth. About 900 slower than Bas on the medium compounds. Spark came across the line after. Still not being able to improve on his time. Oh no, he went into the bits, that's okay. Shown a 1:34.562 on our soft compounds. The timing sheet's starting to get a bit closer together as most drivers go onto the soft compounds. That is Noisy, who has just gone straight on in the corner. There he is. One minute 45 left in the session. If any drivers want to improve their time, now is the time to do it. Mashura is still on the medium tyres though. Spark coming across the line now on the soft compound. Still to improve. Next across the line is Gulag, but he's on the outlap right now. Purple sector 2 for Mashiro. Mashiro will be the next driver to come across the line on a flying lap. Second fastest only, a 1:34.009. That is practice over. The only drivers now out can set lap times. Icon sets a 1:33.802 to go fastest, but then Bas beats him to the line, a 1:33.004. Geronimo has finished, Chris has finished. There's only Gulag and Spark left to finish their laps. invalidated for Gulag. Spark a 137.723 on a fresh set of soft compound tyres. I don't know if they're allowed to set faster times. They're still going around. There is a time remaining of 1 minute 50. There it is. Practice over. Pre-season finished for week 1. Results screen. Bath is finished first on the soft compound tyre 133.004. Icon second. Mashiro third. Noisy fourth. Joanamator fifth. Chris sixth. Frey seventh. Noble eighth. Gulag ninth. Spark 10th. Rado 11th. And Triple Tomama 12th. Rado and Triple Tomama only set the hard compound tyre times. Just wait for the session to end. There will be a 3-lap race after this to see what the drivers are like in a race situation. Here is the race. 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's lights out. Away we go. Frey gets a jump start. This needs a drive-through penalty, and Mashiro comes out in first place. Icon closely following Gulag in second. Tries to overtake into turn 4. Chris has retired from the race. It's all mental on this first lap. Icon gets the move done. Barson now into 4th after a 2 double overtake. Noisy, I don't know what penalty he got for it. Frey gets past Rado. Frey completely cutting the corner. It's a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. And Noisy, another 2-second penalty for corner cutting. Frey retires from the session. Bas almost spins all the way around. He saves it though. Icon a middle purple sector. Noisy with another 2-second penalty. Everyone coming through the hotel now. Bas has retired from the session. Noisy has retired from the session. You can see on the minimap there, they crashed into each other. Rado is in second place right now in the Red Bull, completely cutting the corner. Chris has left the session. Mashiro, 10-second penalty for corner cutting, and he's retired from the session. Noble into the pits. Rado just stopped on track. I think he retired because I can't choose him. On board with Gulag, Rado, 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. It's only lap 2, so there's no DRS as of yet. Here is Rado once again with that time penalty. Rado, another 10-second penalty for corner cutting, and he's been disqualified from the race. Yellow flags in sector 2, that is Rado. His AI has been pulled over. As unknown icons, it's 136 356. Fastest lap of the grid of the race. As now lap 3 DRS is activated. Last lap of the race though. Only Gulag is in range of DRS. And now Joe Animated is in range of DRS. No DRS for Gulag. DRS for Joe Animator though. Michelle has left the session. Joe Animator can't get anywhere near Gulag though. Nose cam on Icon's car, going through the S section in the beginning of sector 3. Animator did get past Gulag. It looks like Gulag lost it a little bit. Bas has left the session, and it's Icon who wins the race. Joe Animator's been... Spark's been cut the corner. Joe Animator gets second place. Spark's been pipped to the post. Gulag comes across the line in 4th, Triple Toe Mama in 5th. And that is the race over. Little practiced race to see how the drivers did. We'll go to the results screen. Driver of the day is Joe Animator. Podium celebrations for Icon. Here is the results screen. Icon finished 1st, Joe Animator and Spark got 2nd and 3rd. That's the podium for you. Gulag finished 4th, Triple Toe Mama 5th, Noble 6th, Rado 7th, Mashira 8th, Noisy 9th, Bas 10th, Frey 11th and Chris 12th. Half the grid's DNF'd. And that is the end of pre-season's week 1 in AFRL. Next week we're going to a different track for week 2 before going to round 1 for the new era of leagues racing. We'll see you next week. Goodbye everyone.